Alright, so this is basically gonna be a part of me explaining a couple of things about the agony creatures, specifically Shadow Freddy and Eleanor, who Afton, while I would say that Shadow Freddy and Eleanor absolutely gap Afton like nothing, like they destroy him, he should inherit some degree of scaling to them because obviously, you know, they are basically his agony spontations. So basically Shadow Freddy literally is Nightmare. I will just go to Shadow Freddy's page. So in Shadow Freddy's page, basically Shadow Freddy is confirmed to be Nightmare via the FNAF 4 files, along with basically being stated in FNAF 4 inside of the encyclopedia. Why would this matter, and why does Shadow Freddy matter to Afton? Well, it's because of this specific voice line by Nightmare and Ultimate Custom Night.
I am your wickedness, made of flesh.
Now, obviously, going from the definition of wickedness, wickedness's definition is basically being evil or morally wrong. Matching how Shadow Freddy helps Afton when dismantling the originals, along with later things that I'm going to get into, this basically concludes that Shadow Freddy is the evil spontation of Afton. This would also solve his purpose and why he basically is everywhere that Afton appears in. Every game that Afton is in, Shadow Freddy is technically in. So this would obviously make some sense, and therefore Afton would inherit a degree of Shadow Freddy scaling. Now, we can just scroll through this type of page here so you can basically like see Shadow Freddy scaling. Yep, okay, pause the video to see it. Yep, okay, there, nice. You just basically saw a lot of Shadow Freddy yapping. Alright, now this comes to this part. Shadow Freddy is basically Eleanor. Now, I won't go in depth. You can just read this entire thing and even like, you know, go to the videos as well. But basically both are Afton's evil spontations. Eleanor is directly kind of confirmed in Fazbear Frights and in the Ultimate Guide of how she's not technically a female. She's actually just, she doesn't necessarily have an actual true gender. She just takes the form of many things. In the case, she just took the form of a circus baby animatronic. And she's even described as being a black chaotic force, much like Nightmare is. So basically, you can read all of this, but in short, Shadow Freddy and Eleanor are basically one and the same person. Very likely. This is like a hypothesis, but if you know how ampliative arguments work and how basically we give the most likelihood conclusion for things, then this thing would still be applicable. So while I do believe Eleanor and Shadow Freddy massively destroy Afton, he should to a degree inherit their scaling. So yeah, that's something I want to like, you know, get off the, you know, get out of the way. Yeah, so you can read a bunch of this too. You know, read a bunch of this. Yeah, pause the video. So, yeah, but yeah, Shadow Freddy, Afton inherits stuff from them.